This isn't your 35-year-old dad's Final Fantasy. The long-awaited Final Fantasy VII Remake is finally here, and it's a much different game than anyone could have expected. It's much more of an action game. There's a new weapons system to learn, and developer Square Enix added side quests. The remake retells and reimagines the first 5 hours of the 1997 role-playing epic, but this time, additional content has turned that stretch of exposition into a full, 40-hour experience. Here are some quick tips and things you should know, and some things I wish I knew when I started out. Fair warning, there are some gameplay-related spoilers. But I won't be discussing any plot points. You're only going to hit harder and get stronger by upgrading your weapons, a new system introduced in the remake. This also refocuses the weapons so the game isn't just a conveyor belt of ever-escalating powerful weapons. Cloud's beginning and iconic Buster Sword is a viable endgame weapon for the remake. Each weapon will gain skill points, regardless of whether you're using them. Always check in with them to make sure they're properly upgraded. You can tweak weapons to basically create character builds from your party. For example, Myra's staffs all enhance her magic attack and magic point bank, while Tifa's gloves are heavy on defense, since she's mostly going in to stagger enemies. And although each weapon has a limited amount of skill points, you're far better off upgrading them than not. Every weapon's skills can be reconfigured by paying a small price to a new character named Chadley, who you'll meet in the game's early hours. Even if you end up slotting them to skills you don't necessarily want, you'll notice the difference in battle. Each weapon has an ability or attack completely unique to it. However, using that skill enough times in battle will increase weapon proficiency. Once you're proficient enough with a weapon, the character will permanently learn that skill, and it can be used with any weapon. For example, the Hard-Edged Sword gave me a powerful downward slam attack. After using it for several battles, that same powerful attack can be used by Cloud's initial Buster Sword. Weapon abilities will vastly increase your battle options, making them not only useful, but your battles that much more dynamic and exciting. Materia works similarly as it did in the 1997 original. Use them more, and each orb will grant the character access to more powerful versions of its spell. Cure becomes Kira, and so forth. But because this is a self-contained game, Materia will level up faster than you remember, and you'll quickly have the strongest Cure spell available. Rotate it out. If you can afford powering down a bit, replace the leveled up Materia with a spare that isn't. This way, you can have leveled up Materia for all your party. And since there's only 4 controllable party members in this game, sorry Red 13, you'll likely end up with spare Materia. Since money is a little hard to come by in this game, sell your leveled up Materia to keep your wallet full.